Hey everybody, welcome once again to Drama Free Gaming. It is what it says and it says what it is. I am Time and you are here to check out One Deck Dungeon. If you haven't seen my setup and Paladin gameplay through part 1 and 2, go check that out. I'm going to try to link it here on our game today. I'm going to be narrating as I go along and using the warrior today. One Deck Dungeon is a card and dice, as you'll see off to my left side here, game. And it's a dungeon crawler, and that's all you need. That's all you need. So we're starting at level 1. We are in the Dragon's Cave because we have yet to get through the Dragon's Cave. So let's hit it up with the warrior. And before we deal cards and do all that other stuff, let's set up our character. So our warrior has 5 yellow attack dice. And you'll be rolling all your dice for encounter with creatures. Got 2 pink dice, which are for dexterity or representative of dexterity, and 1 for magic. All right, so that's all of our dice. And the warrior has 6 hit points represented by the hearts. So we're good to go. The heroic feat says, and I'm gonna read it to you guys. It says, roll any or all of your dice stored here. Store a heroic dice here. For each damage you take, you may store up to 2 dice at a time. So we could use it for encounters or traps, but not for boss fights. We could use it for boss fights, but not to do damage to a boss. So heroic dice are black dice, and you'll see those come up here soon enough. It's one of these. It's a neutral dice, so it could be any color, as you will see as the game progresses. All right, so we're on level 1. So we can acquire 1 item, add 1 dice to our stats over here, and 2 skills in addition to the one that comes pre-built into our warrior. And the warrior, when he descends, he heals 2 damage, he or she, whatever your liking is. So that is something, as we descend into the 2nd floor, if we have any damage, we will mitigate 2, and that'll refresh us. All right, we start off with 1 potion on level 1. So let's put that here. And something that I learned that I didn't specify in the playthrough is when you decide to take a potion from the loot that you acquire when you address these cards here. If it's a potion, you store it under here, and then you grab another one of these markers to represent that you have a potion. Now, you don't necessarily have to use that potion that you picked up, but now technically you have 2 potions in your bag. So I'll show you that when we come to excuse me, for the clarification. So we don't start with any extra dice, and to level up is 6 lanterns. So all right, Hall of Statues, let's get with it. First floor, we have to spend 5. So I'm going to discard 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard, spend. That's the time that you're spending in the dungeon. And then 2 more to begin our turn. And that's to set out all 4 doors. 3, 4. Our turn is over there. And then 2 more every turn to begin our adventure here. So let's see. Let's pick a good door here. Hopefully it'll be nice to us. And no, of course not. It is a Wraith. And that Wraith right now is too strong for us to fight. So we're just gonna flee because we have that option. So we run away and we're gonna pick another door. Let's see. Okay. An arrow wall. So this one is a trap. We can get 2 XP. We can either do the magic shield, which would be rolling blue dice, or bust through with pink die. And I don't like none of the options because we would have to address that shield. That would take out one of my dice, and we would potentially then take 3 damage. So we're gonna hightail it out of there and run. So that's 2 doors, 2 for 2 on that one on the negative side. Let's open one more door and spend 2. I should say to spend 2 first. And actually, I didn't spend 2 the other time, so we spent 2, and then now it's 2 more because we just opened that door. Always got to remember to spend 2, whether you fight, run, and before you open the door. So we got a Glooping Ooze, 3 XP, and spend 1 for each 1 rolled. So gain a heroic 6. You can only use it to cover a box with a shield. I'm reading down here where it says Armor Crush. That would be the loot, and it would only be good for encounters with creatures. I want to get into the fight, but I only have 1 blue die, so I'm not going to be able to... I mean, technically, yeah, because we can convert other dice. So I'm going to fight this Glooping Ooze. So let's set our cards aside, put our tray out here, and get our dice. And so we would roll all of our dice, all colors. Let's see what we get. Get some good rolls. Come on. All right, we got blue 6. I'm trying to get the highest ones out. 4. And then the other ones are low rolls, which are never good. 3, 3, 2, 2, and 2. Not a good way to start. So we have to address the shields first. So that would be cover up. It doesn't matter which one. Use that to cover that. I don't have a blue 2, but I have to convert it. So I'll take these 2 yellow, which I'm not going to use. You could take 2 of any die. It doesn't matter. In this case, they're both number 2s, and I'm just going to convert it to a heroic 2. And that I can use to cover up the shield. And now I can start mitigating damage. So this 4 down here. And all I have is 3, 3, and 2. I can't do anything with that. So I'm going to be spending 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and taking 2 damage. Take 2 damage there. So 1 and 2. So let's grab these hearts. Put it on our character. We did not start off well. Not well at all. So 2. But let's see if we get to loot it. And I'm just gathering my dice back. I think I'm going to leave my discard pile over here on the side so we have more room to navigate here. So let's see. We're going to add more dice, I should say. Take the XP or the skill. I think I like that gain a heroic 6 to block a shield. That's just to block a shield, not anything else. Or a shield box. You know what? I'm going to use it for that. So I'm going to take this skill and put it under our character. And now we have that skill. So hopefully that was a good move. Just moving my dice over. As a matter of fact, yeah. I'll move that there. All right. All right. Let's continue. Spend 2 more. 1, 2. And I don't like my deck so far away. Let me put it over here. 1, 2. And we can open another door. So I want to open this door. And we got a boulder. Another trap. So we can slow time. Or we can run past it. And I don't like the odds for none of them. What are we gonna do? You know what? I just realized that I was take 3 damage because I never addressed the one up here. We have to satisfy that 3 as well. So I got 3 out of 6. Already not looking good. Do I want to address that boulder? No. I'm gonna run. So we run. Spend 2. 1, 2. And we play a card. That ends our turn. I don't know if I want to heal up now. Maybe I should heal. Let's see what this next turn brings. 1, 2. We spend 2. Open up the door. And it's a bear trap. Okay, I could disarm it. Or I can run through it. We're going to roll to disarm. And if I get lucky, I'll roll a 6. And anything higher than a 3. That's what we're looking for. Well, we got the 6 right here. But our other roll was a 1. Which is a no-go for us. So what we'll do is... Oh, I got heroic dice. See? It takes a lot of attention. I got hit for 3 before. That means I should have already had stored 2. And I should have actually rolled those first before rolling this. So, yeah. So, technically here, I'm going to do something that is out of order. You're supposed to use your heroic feat first, which should have been rolling one or both of these dice, and then roll your regular dice. But since I'm in a predicament, I'm just gonna homebrew the rules now, and for this once, I'm gonna use one of these black dice. So I got the 6 here. I need to get a 3 or higher with this black dice. If I don't, then it was all for naught. And I got a 5. Good to go. All right. So I did a little bit out of order there, but didn't hurt any. Not for this game playthrough. And yeah, you know, again, just moving through the game and twisted the rules there a little bit just to extend our gameplay. Okay, still got 1 heroic die. Get to loot this. So you see, this one says it's spend a potion and you can roll 3 blue dice. So if I was to take it and put it under here, then I would take a marker as representative of another potion. But I wouldn't necessarily have to use that potion. It could be 2 healing potions. So what do I want to do? I want to add dice, but I want to level up. You know what? I'm going to take the XP because I want to level up. I want to carry more items and have more skills available to me. So, all right. So let's keep it moving. So let's spend 2. 1, 2. Play a door. And the reason I'm playing the door is because I don't want to address any of these right here. Okay. Spend 2 more. And we're going through this deck quickly, which is not good. Okay, so we have a cave-in, a trap. we can either choose to dismantle it or climb over. And at this point, I have more yellow dice than I do pink. So we're going to roll our yellow dice. And all we need is a 6 or higher and a 3 or higher. So come on. And I'm not going to roll that heroic. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, we got it. There is our 6. And here is our 4. So we take no damage. We navigated that successfully. And I'm just moving the stairs underneath here because I just realized that it wasn't all the way at the bottom of the deck. So let's gather our dice. Back. Resetting everything. And let's see, what do we have for the cave-in loot? And I decided to dismantle it, so I have to spend 2. 1, 2. That's that little symbol up there. And so I can take 2 more XP or add another dexterity dice. I am going to... I think this time around, I'm going to add dice. Yeah. So I'll add that to our items. Get another pink die for our pool here. And that ends our turn. All right. Let's flip 2 more or spend 2 more. 1, 2. And put out a door like that. Spend 2 more. 1. But you know what? I can probably roll for that now. So let me take that back. I'm not going to spend 2 more. I think I'm gonna address this door here, the arrow wall, and rush through it. I have 3 pink die and a heroic. I'm going to use the heroic. And so I'm going to do the heroic feat first, which means roll the black die. Hopefully it's a high roll. Let's go. A 4. Okay. Don't know if that's good or bad yet, but... And then roll the rest of my dice. A 5, a 4, and a 1. 5, 4, and a 1. And I can tell you right now that I probably didn't get this. So the shield first. So I have to take this one, put it here. And then 9, 10. I missed it by 1. Look at that. 5, 4, and 1, 10. There is nothing I can do here in order to make it better. So what can I do? I would have to take 3 damage and 3 damage and spend 2. If I take 3 damage, I'm dead. So what I'm going to do is take a potion, and instead of, let's see, if I take a potion, I heal 2, right? But I'm taking 3, so I actually have to add 1 to this, and now I have 4. And I took a hit. Actually, I took 2 hits. 3 damage actually, so I can store up to 2 heroic. Alright, it is what it is. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so we get to loot it now. And that didn't work out the way I wanted to. I missed it by 1. That was just unfortunate. Okay, I can add a yellow. No, I can't because I already have one item. That's my max. I got one skill. I can add one more. And this one down here says use a pink die to prevent one heart loss in a boss fight. Prevent two if I trade it in. That's sweet. That is sweet. Or I can take it for... I can take... Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to take the XP. So I have 4 experience points. I am going to end my turn, so I'll spend 2 more doors. Open this one. And it's a locked door. So I can pick the lock or I can bash it open. Let's move this die out of here so we don't get confused. Pick the lock or smash it or bash it open. Man, I have more yellow dice, but if I miss, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick the lock. So I have my 3 pink. Plus I'm going to do overkill. I'm going to use, should I use, let's see, an 8? Nah, I'm just going to use 1 heroic die. So I have to spend 1 to pick it. And then roll my heroic dice. Got 4. And where am I putting my box away? And I got to score, or I got to roll an 8 or more with 3 dice. Come on. There it is. I got a 9. 5, 3, and 1. Goodness. By the skin of my teeth. So 8 there. And of course the shield is addressed first with the 4. So we are successful. We take no damage on that. Good. It's about time something started going my way. Let's reset our dice. That one stays there. Okay. So what's the loot here? I can level up. I can add to my dice pool. I am going to level up. So 2 plus the 4 that I already have here gives me 6. So these cards go out of play. Get discarded. And then I swap this one for our level 2 card, which hopefully I didn't bury somewhere in here. Let's look through my box. Level 2, there you go. Make sure it says 1 player. Okay. So put my level 1 back and my level 2 out. So now I can hold 3 items and 3 skills, and I gain a potion for reaching level 2. So let's put that there. Okay. And I get a heroic dice that I can bring into our encounters. So we're adding to the dice pool. Okay. We are done with our turn. We're getting towards the bottom of the deck here, so let's spend 2 more. 1, 2, and I'm going to put out a door. And we have discovered the stairs, so I can stay up here, spend 2. I have no more cards to spend, so I would have to put 2 heart markers here, play 1 of these cards if I want, and then immediately descend on the next turn so I don't take no damage. So what can I gain by staying up here? I'm looking to add this extra dice and a heart. on this one to my items. And I would have to go this route. But I have, what do I have? 2 heroic dice and 3 pink dice. So I would have to roll. These heroic dice is what's either gonna make or break me. I have to roll a 2 or higher for that shield. And then a 14 or more. I'm going to do that. And the first thing, here's a decision. I can use that potion, heal 3 right now. And if I'm successful, okay, then I wasted a potion. Or if I take the chance, roll, I can mitigate 2 if I need to heal. No, 4. I would have to. Yeah, 2. Because it would only heal 2. So I would only take 2 damage. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to use the potion now. I'm going to roll the 1 heroic dice on its own. I hope this is a good roll. Please. All right. We got a 6. Nice. Now I roll the rest of my dice. Okay, and it looks good. Looking good. The heroic is a 6, 2 5s, and a 2. That looks nice. Okay. So we first have to address the shield. So the shield will get the 2. Right? Let's bring this card down. And then the rest is self-explanatory. 6 and 6 is 12. And 5 is 17. All we needed was 14. So we definitely addressed that. So let's reset our dice. One goes back to my card here. The other one gets put on the side. Take my pink dice back. Okay. My dice pool, we gathered that. And I said that I wanted that item. Because that gives me one more dice, and a health, another heart. So we're going to put that on the side. And this is why you want to consider leveling up so that you can carry more items, gives you more dice to roll, and potentially if you get the double, the double bonus, the dice and a heart, you want to jump all over that. You want to get that because you want to be as strong as possible for when you get to the boss fight. So that worked out well. And of course the skills as well. So I am going to end my turn. Are we good? We ended the turn. Gathered my dice. We're going to descend. So we pick up our cards. And get back. Shuffle them up. And as the warrior Entime descends into the 2nd floor and deeper into the dragon's cave, he feels refreshed. And so, recuperating some strength with that 2nd wind, he is ready to march on. And that is, my friends, right there, that built-in skill, 2nd wind. When you descend, heal 2 damage. So, just drop the card and shuffle these cards up good. If you guys are enjoying these playthroughs, I'm going to do quite a few of them. I'm going to try to go at least one time with each of the characters that comes in this box of One Deck Dungeon. If you want to check out the game, go check out Asmadi, ASMADI, and I believe that's .com. Or you can just type in One Deck Dungeon And I'm sure you can find the game being sold in a lot of places. Pretty cool. There's an expansion set as well. Go check that out. Also, hit us up with a like, subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We do play video games. We have a podcast here as well, DFG Podcast. My co-host be on there with me most of the time, Dark Dad 99, aka Jay. And yeah, we try to put some content out here just to have fun, entertain, and keep it, of course, drama free. So that's how we do, guys. That's how we do. All right. So the cards have been shuffled. We are ready to go to the second floor of this dungeon. So we slide our turn reference card down, and now things get a little bit more serious. So still got to fulfill the Hall of Statues. So let's spend 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put those off to the side. Spend 2 more. 1, 2 for our turn to put those doors out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 more spending to open a door. Let's see. Give us a good door. Arrow wall. Okay, here we go. Make sure I have the right amount of dice. I didn't add a yellow dice. So here we go. So we're supposed to have 5 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3 dexterity and 1 blue or magic dice. Okay. So we have an arrow wall trap. We can try and do a magic shield, which in our situation is a no-go, or rush through. And I don't think I'm gonna do that either. I don't have any heroic dice here. I only have 1 here, and I would have to get an 11. That's not including here. The 6 and the 2 waiting for me. So it would have to be amazing rolls. And the way I've been rolling, nope, we're just gonna keep it moving. So we spend 2 more. Let's go. Let's open another door. A bandit. And I'm not gonna fight him. He is full of pink everywhere. Actually, I'm looking at him now. He has no shields on his card. The entire encounter will be just rolling all of my dice. So you know what? We are going to fight him. I have plenty of dice. I have 1 I can pull in. Feel good about this one. Let's go. So we're going to take our 1 heroic and the rest of our dice. And at glance, I see some 5s, a 4, and the rest are low. Let's see what we got. 5. Now I was hoping for high rolls, always hoping for them high rolls. So if I need to convert something, I can do it. Because when you take 2 die, it's either gonna be the lesser of 2 to do a heroic dice. So I got a bunch of 1s here that are not going to help. A couple of 2s. So let's see. You gotta mitigate now. Any of my skills I can use, I can trade in a yellow and gain a heroic 6, but that's to cover a shield, but we're not covering any shields. So I don't need that. So this is all about mitigating damage now. All right, let's get to it. 3 up here. 5 up here. That satisfies that. And then these are pretty much useless here. Let's cover that up. That's a pink 3. can't do nothing with that. Actually, I can convert a 4 and a 3. At 4 and a 3, it'll be the lesser of the two, so I can convert it to a heroic 3, which I will put up here to mitigate damage. I don't care about the time spent right now. And then I need 8 for up there. 5, 6, 7, and 1 is 8. So I'm not taking any damage this encounter. And I will spend 3. That's going to be my consequence. So 3 more cards spent. 1, 2, 3. But we get to loot this guy. So let's get back our heroic die. Let's reset the dice here. 3. 5 yellow. 3 pink, 1 blue. We're good. We need more dice. We definitely need more dice. And let's loot him. So we can pick the skill. And that is trade in a pink to roll 2 more attack dice, yellow dice. We can take the XP, which is 3. Or we can take the dice. And if I take this dice, that means then I can't take any more items because it would be 3 items. I think I'm going to do the XP for now. Do the XP. If I can level up early in the next couple of encounters, that would be great. We didn't take no damage that time, so I felt good about taking the XP. All right. Spin 2 more. 1, 2, and let's open a door. A beetle. Okay. So if any of the armor boxes are empty after this encounter, discard this instead of looting it. So I have to cover all the armor boxes. That means that 3, that 4, that 5, and that 3. Okay. I think we can do this. We can do this. Potentially, I'll only take 1, 2, 3 damage. So, let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. Let's gather my dice. We'll be rolling all the dice. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And I see some good rolls here. Let's see. Take out our heroic 6. We have a couple of 5s, more than a couple of 5s. We got 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is looking promising. 4, 3, and then the rest are 2 and 1. So let's see. Oh no, actually all 2s. No 1s on that encounter. So let's see what we got. We got to cover them shields first. So let's drop a 5 on the shield. A 4. Pink 4. I'm going to have to use this 5 on that pink 3 shield. And yeah, the blue is good to go. Right there. I will use this heroic 6 for this 5 up here. And I need a yellow 3 to cover that. So we'll cover that up here. And let's see. Can I do something else? No, I was ready to trade in one of these yellow to get a heroic 6, but it would be only for the purpose of covering a shield, and my shields are covered, and I need a 6 so as not to take any damage. But you know what? 1 damage is all right. So I think we're going to just walk away from this one. And we satisfied the requirements. We blocked out all the armor boxes. That's what we needed. So we're only taking 1 damage and spending 1 time. So let's do this. Get my dice back. Definitely need more dice. As far as like our character, we need more dice. So I like this skill here because I can trade in a yellow attack dice and gain a 6, an automatic 6 attack dice. Crushing blow, which I am going to take. I'm going to take this one. This will prove helpful later on. I've used it before, and it has helped me to get an auto 6. Like if I roll a 1 and I need a 6, yeah, on an attack dice, that's great. Okay. All right, so we're done with that turn. We still have 4 hit points. We're not in bad shape here, guys. I think everything is running smooth so far. So let's keep it moving. Spend 2. And you know what? I'm going to put out 2 more doors. 1, 2 on this turn. Spend 2 more. 1, 2. And hopefully this door here will be a good door. Let's see. Another bandit. We had an encounter with this guy before. I think we fared well the last time, so what do I want to do here, guys? Do I want to fight this guy? Potentially, I can take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I said potentially, but no shields. So we can roll everything we have. Let's go for it. We need more dice. And I can take 1 more item. And I think I'm going to take another dexterity. Even though blue. But you know what? At this point, I'll just try to level up. And if I can't, it is what it is. So we are going to roll. We're going to do this. Take our heroic. Take all our dice. Put them all together. And let's get some good rolls here. Let's go. Okay, so I see. Slide this one out. Slide this one out. Got some 5s. My heroic became a 4. More 5s. Oh, another 4. Another 4. 3s. 2s. And 1 1. Not good. Not good at all. So let's see, what can we do? What can we do with this? No shields to block out, so I'm going to cover up this one that does the most with an 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. What else? Don't care about the time spent, but I do, but I don't. I'd rather mitigate the damage. This 5 here. That's still gonna leave that 3 open above me, that pink 3, but I can't do nothing about that. Oh, I could trade in any of my yellow or convert it to a 6. So let's convert this to a 6. Yeah. That's 6. I can put where? I guess I can put a 4 up here to cover that one. I don't have any blue. And I can't convert one. Man, that's tough. What do I got up there? Pink? Yeah, pink 3. Which actually I can cover up with the heroic 4. So let's put that in there. Okay. It's looking good. So far. Wish I could have done something with that 6 to cover that up, but I can't. So I'm just going to cover up that yellow 5. And so I will be spending 1 time and taking 2 damage. Yep, that's what it is. It is what it is. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 2 more hit points left. Let's reset our dice. 2, 3, 4. And 1 more 5. Heroic over here. 3 dice. And 1. Okay. And so, do I want to take it at XP or take it as dice? He gives a lot of XP. The last one we took was a bandit as well, so dice or XP. I think I want to try to level up, so I'm going to take him as XP. All right, cool. So we have 3 more hit points. I think that I'm going to... Okay, let's first flip 2 or spend 2. And I'm going to drink that potion so I can heal 3. 1, 2, 3. Reason I did that is because if I get a good encounter now and decide to do the XP to level up, I'll get a potion back. So, you know. So I want to try to give myself the best chance of being successful on the next go around. So we spent 2. I'm gonna open the door, and it's a shadow. Spend 1 for each skill you use, and this guy got a shield of 10. Which I can get if I get a good roll. But those blues down there is what's killing me. All these blues are killing me. So I'm just going to run. I'm going to leave that guy alone. Spend 2 more. Open our remaining door. And we got flame statues, a trap. Okay. We've addressed this one before, but it's harder now because of the requirements, the additional requirements right there. These ones right here. So I would have to roll. I would only have 3 pink dice and a heroic. Nah, that's a no-go. Even if I got a 12 on 2 dice. No, I'm gonna run. Let's run. Okay, so let's spend 2 more. Not how I wanted things to turn out. And let's put a door out. And let's spend 2 more. 1, 2. Open that door that we just put out. Spiked log. Okay, we can either clobber the logs, spend 2, or dodge. I am going to address this one. Yeah, we're going to use our yellow dice to clobber the logs. And we got a heroic as well. We should be in good shape here. Hopefully the rolls will go our way. We'll take no damage, satisfy everything there, and loot it to level up. I think I'm gonna level up. Yeah, it's 3. All I need is 2, but I'll level up before we go down. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. I see we got a bunch of 6s, so we should be in excellent shape. The rest are like 3 and 2. That's all it is. It's hopeful when I see a couple of 6s. So we need a 2, block the shield, a 6, could be any color, heroic 6, and a 3. Okay, good. And we needed to spend 2, and we are at the bottom of the stairs, or I should say at the top of the stairs, to go to level 3, to descend to level 3. Let's gather our dice. And we said we were gonna level up, right? Yeah, I think that's a smart thing to do. Let's level up. Then I'm gonna focus on getting dice. So we level to level 3. So let's discard these off to the side here and swap out our 2 with a level 3 card. And we go. Okay. So we get a potion. Let's move the Dragon Cave requirements down. We're on the 3rd floor. Get a potion. Got an encounter die. And I'm wondering here, I mean, I'm gonna have to pay attention when I play this game on Steam if I'm given an additional dice. I think it is, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna look at the rules now. I'm gonna leave it as 1, but it says 1 encounter bonus, and I had 1 before. So I think you're able to add another dice, which makes sense, and that's what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm cheating here, guys. I think that since I start off with 0, then you level up, you get 1. You level up again, you get another 1. So it only makes sense to me. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. But I believe you acquire another dice. And then here it's just like adding another potion. But since I had none, because I used it, I just get 1. So I would have had 2, added another 1. Yeah. That makes sense. And I think we're going to play it that way. And I'm going to go through the instruction books. I'll let you know on the next one if that is correct or if the instructions don't say anything about that. So let's gather our cards and let's keep it moving. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves here with me just a bit. Leave a like, leave a comment. Keep it nice. Keep it drama free, guys. Subscribe. Check out the other content that I have here. If you play on your Xbox and you're wondering how to set up your Xbox so that you can play or stream your games from there to a tablet or to your phone, I have a video out here that says how to set up your X Cloud Gaming right. Just look it up on my channel on Drama Free Gaming. It has over 20,000 views, I believe, at this point. And I did that video, guys, just because out of frustration, I was having trouble setting mine up and did not find a video out there that explained it in detail and in kindergarten level style. So that's what I did. I went really slow and broke down everything, and thankfully I've helped out a bunch of people, and that makes me feel good. So I'm glad I was able to contribute of something of worth that can be referenced, and I've even gone back to reference it myself. But if you follow the steps in that video, you should be a-okay. So, and I never knew that a video like that would hit 20K plus views and help out so many people. So hey, you never know. You make content, just keep doing that. Keep doing it if you love it, and do it because you want to help other people and entertain other people. And that's the reason why I did it. I don't do anything on this channel that I don't want to do. But One Deck Dungeon is something I do want to do and share with you guys as well. So, all right, so we shuffle these cards enough, and we're gonna satisfy the Hall of Statues. That means spend 5, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 more for our turn, and put out our doors. And I'm looking over at my warrior. We just descended, so that means I healed up 2. And as the warrior end time descends even deeper into the dragon's cave, he feels all the more refreshed, waiting to fight the dragon. Okay, enough drama. Let's spend 2 more. 1, 2. We are fresh, guys. This is good. We're fresh. We're clean in hit points. We start off with an arrow wall. So what do we want to do? Do we want to navigate this? Got some pink dice that I would need to have some miraculous rolls here. I got 5 dice to get an 11, which would require either a roll of 12, and that would leave me 3 potential dice to cover the shields of 5 and a 2. Anything higher than that, and a 6. You know what? I'm gonna jump into this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take our 5 dice and let's see what we get. Let's get some good rolls here. Come on, guys. Good rolls. Good rolls. Come on. Starting fresh. Let's go. All right. I see a 6, a 5, a 4, a 3, and a 1. So let's put this aside. See what we can address first. The shields first. So the 3 up here to cover that 2. I don't want to do that. Well, have no choice. Cover the 5. The 6 is gonna be the only thing open. I'm only gonna take 1 point of damage because I have this 6, 4, and 1. That's 10, 11. I got that. So 1 hit point, not bad. It's okay. It's okay. Good way to start off. We get to loot. Take my dice back. And we said the last time that we're going to add dice. We need to add some dice. I'm not worried about leveling up. So we're going to add this. And we're going to get 1 more dice. One more dice to add to our pool. So we add a blue one. Okay. Need to thicken up that dice pool. All right, let's spend 2 more. And I'll be honest, when I'm on the 3rd floor of the Dragon's Cave or any of these bosses, so far it's just been the Dragon's Cave. If I can get through it as quick as possible with as minimal damage as possible, I'm good. That's the goal for me. When you get to the 3rd floor, get through it. You don't want to be messing around with none of this stuff here. You just want to get through and try to save your resources. So by this point, you should have your character more or less where you want. And I feel good with the dice that I have. If I can get one or two more, that'd be great. So let's spend two more. One, two. Just want to throw that out there so you guys can see what my strategy is to get through this. And we got a skeleton. So if any boxes are empty, spend two. So we can potentially, I would have to get a 10 yellow and then two blues and the rest. And I only have two blues, but I have two heroic. And it would potentially give us, you know what? I'm going to run. If I can come back to him later, I'll do it. But let's see what the other doors hold. So we spend two more. And I'm going to flip this door. And we have a goblin. And this goblin here is ×4 per door open, including this one. So if I choose to fight him, it's going to be 8 in the box plus 10 over there. That's 18. That's a no-go. But the more doors we open, the stronger he's going to get as far as defense-wise. So we're just going to leave him alone. Spend two more. 1, 2. Open another door. And the Glooping Ooze. We fought him before. Spend 1 for each one rolled. So this time around, I would have to get 10 on the shields, 2 blue, and not bad. Only thing that worries me is up here, this 5 and this 3. The blues is the one that worry me because I have to cover 2 and I have only 2 of these. And then it would potentially be a heroic or a trade-in. And you know what I'm going to do? Just because he has an extra die and an extra heart, I am going to fight him because I want to loot that. I definitely want that item. So we're going to take all of our dice in this encounter. And you know what? I took 1 damage before, didn't I? So we have a heroic there. So let me set down these dice and let me pick up this 1 heroic. Roll this one. Come on, let it be 5, 6. Let's go. A 3. We're gonna have to live with that. Got no choice. And now I'm picking up the rest of my dice. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. And it always looks good when all the dice are out. But I see a bunch of 6s in here. Let's move this over and I'll set them out on the table. So we got, I always like to take out the high rolls first. Try to keep them color coordinated. 6s here. It's another 6 here. A 5. That's good. A 6. Looking good. Looking good. Couple of 4s. Yeah, when I see 2s and 1s, that's when I get worried. Like right there. And here's another 5. Great. Okay, let's move this box to the side. All right, so we have to address shields first, right? So here we have our 10 right there. So we cover that. We need a blue 5, which we don't have at first glance. We need a yellow 3. No, we still got to get the blues here first. A 2, I have a 2 here. And for every 1 rolled, I have to spend a card. So I'm glad I saw that. So I just spend 1. We have 1 more shield we have to cover up. I'm going to have to use a heroic to cover that shield. That satisfies that. Do I have... Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have a yellow 6. Goes there. A yellow, I have another yellow 6 that can go right there. I have another yellow 6 that can cover this one up here. Do I have a 5? No, I don't. I don't have that 5. I don't have it to cover there. I have a heroic 6 though, so I can cover that 5 with that neutral. And yes, I can convert. Oh, I have another heroic here that I can cover this one. So I'm not going to take any damage. I'm only going to spend 2. Let's get out of there. 1, 2. Let's recoup our dice. So that's 3 of those. 2 of these. My 2 heroic back here on this card. This one can go off to the side. I took no damage, guys. That's the best. That was a great round right there. And I said I was going to loot it for items. So we're gonna get an extra attack, which is an extra yellow. And we have an extra hit point, which is great. So we're gonna go into this boss fight here. Buff. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So let's spend 2 more. 1, 2, and I'm gonna put out another door. Okay. Spend 2 more. 1, 2. Let this be a good door, please. A shadow. This guy does not want to leave me alone. Oh man. Okay. We spend time for skills that we use. I would have to roll 10 in pink and 10 in yellow. I can cover the yellow easily. It's the blue and the heroic. And wait, he has 1 and 2. Can I get that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Oh yeah, we're gonna fight this. We're gonna fight him. Yep. Yep, no doubt. We're gonna fight him because I want that item, and that would put me at my max items. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would give me an extra XP and another dice to roll. And since this is an encounter, I can roll all of my dice. So please, please give me some really, really good rolls here. Come on. Okay, I'm not gonna judge it until I pull these dice out. Let me just pull them out here. This can be a critical roll for me. If I come away from this fight with no damage taken, I am golden. The heroic dice were low rolls, but maybe we can make them work. Okay. If I use any skills, I have to spend 1, which is fine. I am going to use one of these to gain a 6, automatic 6. So where are you? There. And I have to spend 1 because that's a skill used. I am going to also use another one, trade in another yellow to get a heroic 6. Or do I want to do that? Hold on. Do I want to do that to block shields? Or do I need to do that? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to trade it in. Or actually just convert it to a 5. But I have to automatically put it on a shield. So it will be here. And all I need is 5 more. So that covers that. Do I have a blue 5? No, I don't. I don't have a blue 5. Anyways, I'm just looking ahead of time. 6 here and a 5 covers that requirement. The shields are blocked. I need a yellow 5. We're good. A 3 or higher. We're good there. I got 2 6s. I got a 4 and a 4, which I can use down here to cover these 2 boxes. Come on, I know I can mitigate more damage here. I can just... These 2 right here, I can convert to a heroic 6. So I'll just put it up here, mitigate that damage, and all I'm gonna take is 1 damage and 1 spent time, 1 card. So take 1 damage, but that'll add to my heroic count. And yes, that was an excellent round. We got a scratch. That's all we got, basically. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and add 1 more because we're going to use this as our 5th item. And it gives us another XP. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 yellow die, 3 pink, 2 blue. And at this point, 6, 7, 8, 9 hit points, where we only have 2 minus 2 is 7. So we have 7 hit points, people. And let's get my 2 heroic back over here. See, that's why it's good to level up to get the items and the skills. Like, we have a couple of skills, but so you can carry more items. That's how you're gonna buff up. But you have to you know, level up. Okay, so we're good there. My done. Turn is done. Okay, so let's flip 2 more, spend 2 more, and we have come to the foot of the final stairway to go into the dragon's den. And so we gather up our cards, and the dragon takes center stage, but not before End Time descends and refreshes himself and is completely healed and ready to go at it. Here we go, people. We are in an excellent position now to take out this dragon. And as you can see, the stats on the dragon, we have 2 shields and the rest is mitigating damage. He has 6 hit points, and heroic dice cannot be placed on the boxes that have skulls. So we're going to try to use heroic dice to block them shields because we want pink to be there to do damage. All right, so here we go. Round 1 against the dragon. Keep him down there. We are definitely going to roll our heroic dice. The 1, and we start off with a 4. Set it aside. Now we gather all the rest of our dice. I think I'm going to stand for this. You hear that? Hopefully that's victory. All right. Let's see what we got. You pull this in closer. Our dragon friend, or not friend, up. We got 6 there, a 5 there. Got a couple of 3s, some more 3s. Man, there's a lot of 3s in here. And I see a bunch of 1s as well. Some more 5s. Just get them all out here and I'll organize them. Now, man, a lot of them dice is really, really low. Okay, shields. Shields first, people. Shields first. Or let's see. Skills. We can convert this 1 into a 6. So let's get it. Definitely. We can convert another yellow into a 6. But it would only be used to block a shield, and at this point I don't need to do that because it's all pink. But if I convert it, I can probably get a heroic out of it. We'll see. We'll see. We might come back to that. Let's see how we fare with blocking out these shields first. You're gonna use the heroics to block the shields. So 5 and 5. Those are blocked off, and 6. And we're gonna do 1 point at least of damage to the dragon. Let's go. We have more than enough. These are just setting those aside. These 2 pink at this point are useless. So let's set them off to the side. These blues are not gonna do much of anything. Only have 11 there, so I can't block out that box. I can't convert it for nothing at this point. See how we fare. We got 6 and 5 is 11, and 3 is 14, and 3 is 17. So we got that bottom row, 17. Right? That bottom row, 17. And can I convert enough of these dice? 3 and 3 will give me a heroic 3. That would give me 9, 12, 13, 14. It still wouldn't be enough. It still would not be enough. Let's see. I convert these 2 3s into a heroic 3. It's 9, 12, 14. I need 2 more. I need 2 more. See, doing this right here would give me a 1, a heroic 1. I'll be off by 1. Gosh, I need to mitigate that. These are gone, so I don't confuse myself. Can I add this 3? No, it wouldn't make a difference. I was gonna say if I put this 3 here and got a heroic 3 there, would that do anything? 5, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. It'll still give me the same amount. So this is covered. I will be taking, wow, I'll be taking 4, 5, 6 damage. Oof. Taking 6 damage and doing only 1 damage to the dragon that round. So 1 damage to the dragon. Man, he like jumped on my neck. 1 damage, and I got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. 6. And here I was happy to finally be there. I have 3 hit points left. So let me gather my dice. Let's clean this up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Get my 2 heroic over here. Get my 3. My 2. And I think that's it. I should be good there. Actually, I got 2 more because he hit me. I could store up to 2. All right, so our turn is over. That was round 1, and I got the short end of it. We're going to do better now. I'm going to use this potion and heal 3 at the beginning before I do anything. So it gives me max healing. My potion is gone. There are no more potions, so I have to get some seriously good rolls here. Come on, do the heroics first. A 6 and a 2. 6 and a 2, and now the rest of my dice. Come on, let's go. Come on. Give me a good round. Good round. I don't know. Don't know. Looking at it, I don't see a lot of sixes out here. Bunch of twos and ones. Not good. These twos and ones are killing me. And when I see a heroic that's a 2 or a 3, it kills me. Those are some low rolls. Terrible rolls. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, man. I think I'm in trouble. These rolls were just terrible. I can just look at it and know that they're terrible. I can't do anything with these. These are out of the way. They can't even help me with that. So I'm going to have to use heroic die to cover up the shields. A 6 and the 5 covered up. Okay. Now to mitigate damage, but I can see that where this is going. The writing's on the wall. 6 and 6 is 12. I can flip one of these to another 6. 6, 12, 18. Because I use one of my skills. 18. Oh, man. Terrible. Even if I convert that to a heroic 5. Those are gone. Wow. Wow, a 4 and a 3 is a 3. Heroic. The writing's on the wall, people. These two, 4 and a 3, because I'll keep that one there. So that 4 and a 3 over here. So I got 5, 8, 10, 12. And 3 is 15, 16. Okay, we got that middle box there. But I do no damage to him this round. And he does 3 to me. Wow. So I did no damage to him, but he does 3 to me. All right, we're live. We're live for one more round. That round did not go my way. All right, so let's reset. Get 2 more there. Get my 2 over here. You know, I thought that when I finally realized this here with this encounter bonus and whatnot, that it was going to maybe turn things around for me, but it hasn't. Gather my dice. Put that aside. 3, 2. Okay, so I got 6 hit points down, 9 in total, so 3 more hit points. So if I don't get on it this round and get a really good round, I can't take no damage for the next 2 rounds. Come on. Heroic first. A 4 and a 2. Not good. Already. This is it. This could be the last roll of the dice. Wow. I'm telling you right now, guys, I think I'm dead. I'm just looking at what is in front of me, and it's 2s and 1s. I am like the worst at rolling these dice. Like, they're not going my way at all. I'm doing like mathematical backflips here, trying to convert stuff over. Look at this. A 4, a 3, a 1, and a 1. Terrible. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I'm cooked. My heroics are not going to give me anything for those shields. I'm done. This is the only one I can cover up. That one right there. 5. If I convert this one to a 6, that's the only skill I can use on that one. And then I would have to convert that 6, those 2 6s, into a heroic 6. And just for laughs and giggles, I'm going to do it. So I can cover the shield successfully and now mitigate damage. I'm done. I don't have enough here. I got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not going to help. Can't do nothing with that. And I can't do nothing. 11, 17. No, 11 and 3. Nope, can't do it. 15, 16, 17. That will give me 17. Oh, I'm dead. That's it. We are at the end. We are dead. The dragon has once again been successful in his den, protecting his treasure from would-be looters like End Time. Anyway, guys, I hope you had a great time checking this out. Too bad we didn't get the dragon here at the end. We gave it a good run, but the dice just did not roll our way. All right, guys, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out our other content here, as I mentioned before. Check out our gameplay, our DFG podcast that you can catch on Anchor.fm or Spotify or iTunes or any other platform where you might listen to your podcast. That is the FG Podcast. And as I always like to say when I sign off, be good to one another, do good to one another, and keep your gaming and your life drama-free. Later, people.